We're here at Leichhardt Oval as both teams gather in the sheds for the expected to be a highly anticipated clash here in Sydney. Obviously for Wedgetails at home, he lost the past 2 games, only scored a total of 18 points all season, averaging 6 points a game. Meanwhile, the Pirates off a tough 7-6 loss last week in New Zealand. Now, once again up the other road, this time to Sydney to take on the Sydney Wedgetails, who are in much needed of a victory after only winning round 1 and losing the last 2 games. I'm your host for tonight, Lachlan Martin, joined in the commentary box by the one and only Liam Ryan. Liam, what do you expect from this game today?
Yeah, Lachlan, here tonight on a Monday evening, it's an absolutely beautiful scene here at Leichhardt Oval. It should be absolutely entertaining here tonight. I think the Wedgetails, they'll be highly motivated here tonight. They're off the back of 3 straight losses to start their... Oh, wait, they've won 1 game against the Thunder, mind me. But they lost last week over your Marlins, 24 points to 6. They lost that one. And the Thunder, as you said, they lost 1 point in a game against the Renegades, so they'll be highly motivated as well. And I think the Thunder, the Brisbane Pirates, they will certainly have high motivation here tonight, and I think they're going to go on with it in a big way tonight.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Obviously, lots of changes in this week for Wedgetails as they try to snap that 2-game winning streak and find some points. Biggest change to me, Kane Chapman-Kennedy. A lot's been made of him playing in the second row. Very powerful in the second row. He's actually moved to the front row tonight. Maybe trying to get some go forward in the 8 jersey as his replacement, Blue Broughton, takes a run up there. And obviously, the Brisbane Pirates also had a tough loss last week. A couple of changes there for them. Obviously, mainly of which the halves we talked around. JJ Keen's scored to the 5 with Ash Crutch to the halfback. What do you make of that change for the Pirates? Obviously, a close game last week. Do you think that's kind of tells the story of who they're trying to lead this team around the park?
Yeah, definitely. I think they want Crutcher in some more dangerous positions, particularly running the ball. He's got such a dangerous running game. Oh, as we see, accidental offside. The Pirates
that was an interesting call
really
there.
Good change.
Sorry to cut you off, Liam. That was an interesting call there. I thought that was a 1-on-1 strip there, but they got to say accidental offside. Not sure what the ref saw there as we play out in already the Pirates. Only tackle on, obviously, 46 points they conceded the Wedgetails over the past 2 games. Meanwhile, the Pirates, one of the better attacking outfits when they are on. Playing their 3rd tackle, just short of the line. They're going to go out wide now. Jordan Lewis, the captain of this Pirate side. He's someone that's going to want to lead from this front. This goes down. Ledley practically. We know how strong he can be. They wouldn't want to concede early here to Wedgetails as these hold up. Just short. Last week it took 76 minutes for the Pirates to score. This week it might just take 3. It goes back. It's going to be Crutcher. We'll talk about him changing into the halfback last week. He puts in a kick. And it's scooped up by Blue Broughton, the new man in the number 11 jersey tonight. Wedgetails, they passed the early test. Oh, there's a big hit put on there. Liam, your thoughts on that opening defensive set there by the Wedgetails?
Yeah, it was a great defensive resolve there from the Wedge. They did a great job withstanding that opening test, and that was better stuff from them. They've made changes, and they've certainly shown up early in that defensive set, but they're going to need a good kick here. That's pretty poor, but they get away with it.
I thought that was an offside play there. It's Kane Chapman-Kennedy who collects it. He's going to be dragged back, and then they kick it from on the goal line. I don't know if I've ever seen that. A player have to kick the ball from their try liners. Again, the Brisbane Pirates take it 35 minutes out and they're struggling to make meters here to Wedgetails. This could be really dangerous here. Goes to Jordan Lewis. 30 meters off. 5 minutes gone so far already, and they've been yet to get off their 30. That said, they weren't even able to get off their try line. 3rd tackle now. Ash Crutcher sets it up. They look like a backline play going here. They go instead. They're going to go short to practically sends it out there. We're going to inside, in fact, to Morrison. Morrison has been a space. No, he can score. He tries to crash his way over, and I think he's got there, and he has. The Brisbane Pirates open the scoring, and the Wedgetails unfortunately concede. Last week it took the Pirates 76 minutes. This week it's taken just 6.
Yeah, that's absolutely brilliant stuff from the Brisbane Pirates. We know how dangerous Jacob Morrison is. Just getting the ball on the inside for some great attacking play there on the inside, and Jacob Morrison stepping one and then dragging the fullback there from the Wedgetails to the line. He dragged Ledu Fugger right to the line, and Jeff Keynes is going to look to convert this one. That's great stuff, Lachlan.
Yeah, JJ Keynes was converted. He actually set up the try. I thought it was a brilliant play. Thought they were going to go back. Instead they went to Lenny Prakaliti. Looked like he was taking just a standard hit up, but He fired a pass around to JJ Keynes, and Keynes, we've seen how dangerous he can be in this opening round. One of the halves of the season, I think. He's moved to the 6th jersey today, and he put on the outside, looked to go outside. Instead, he went inside to Morrison, and Jacob Morrison, he's just such a great run off the footy. You give him space, and he'll make you pay. And the Wedgetails, they need to be better than that. It just wasn't good enough. They weren't able to make meters, and if they play like this could be a long day for the Wedgetails.
Yeah, definitely. I think the Wedgetails are going to have to tighten the screws, and more importantly, when they get the ball, they're going to have to get the ball to Kane Chapman-Kenny and some of their marquee men. The forwards, they've got good forward packs, so I'm not sure why they're not making good meters. Oh, here's a knock-on advantage. 6 more tackles for the Pirates. This is dangerous. Yeah,
but Wedgetails, they just got to find some bit of room here. They're just got to find something to turn the switch, because at the moment they're not looking good. If they go out the back here, it goes there to Morrison. Again, Morrison puts on a bit of a turnaround. Runs up there to the fullback. He takes tackle there, Morrison. 35 metres out. They go short side here. It's Bell. And again, they're on the move. 25 metres out. The Pirates looking relentless here. Short pass to Aikman. Aikman with a fend. He was brilliant last week in the losing outfit against the Renegades. 4th tackle now. 15 metres out. It's going to be John Lewis looking to make some metres, but he's taken there in a good tackle. I think it was Nicholas Efer there. Making a tackle. 15 metres out now. Lewis plays it. It's going to be Tim James. Passes there to JJ Keynes again. Sends it high. Looking for a tap back, and it's taken well there by Ethan Pengully. And once again, the Wedgetails find the defence hasn't been too bad, but the Pirates, I mean, they're just relentless at the moment, and the Wedgetails, they did find some better go forward.
Tackle 3. Yeah, definitely. Ethan Pengully under the high ball. That was a great take. And as you said, their defence hasn't been too bad, particularly in yardage sets, but they're just not getting the ball go their way. And the Pirates, they're just so good in attack at taking their chances. And you don't want to give them too many more, because they will certainly make you pay in a second.
Yeah, couldn't agree more, as they kick it long there. Matty Harris it was, down to Corey Bell. Defence has been an issue over the past 2 weeks, and it's also been an issue gaining forwards for the Wedgetails. They need to find something better here. Short ball there to Kratos Kamakamika. Great one-on-one tackle there. 40 might have been away there. I think it was James Madison making that tackle. Goes inside ball there to Prakaliti. Prakaliti last week had an injury concern. He's managed to return here, but he's playing good. It's a good short ball there to Aikman again. 4th tackle, just 32 metres away from their try line now. Short pass there. Oh, that's a good tackle. 5th tackle, 39 metres away. What's the plan here? There's a poor little kick in behind there. I think there were some chases there. And again, if we're going to scoop something, they need to be made to work the way off their own try line. Hopefully a bit better than last time they're in this position. As the Wedgetails, they're just losing all the tackles here. 13 minutes scored. They really haven't got outside their own 40. What do the Wedgetails have to do here to find something in this game?
I think they need to get the ball into Matty Harris's hands and try something different. They need to try and get him into some space and maybe try 40-20. I think that they're just not winning this contact at the moment, and they just need to try something different, because what they're doing at the moment, it's exactly what the Pirates are expecting. They need to try something off the cuff a little bit.
I couldn't agree more, Liam. You know, it's only 6-0. It's only one try, one game-breaking move could switch the momentum of this game, but at the moment, they're just, I don't know where it comes from. Like, Bernard has this. Jacob Morrison breaks about 3 tackles there. The tackle breaking monster. He is an absolute machine. Jacob Morrison is sending it out there to Caleb Jeff. He was the player that scored the try to get them 2 golden point last week. Go to inside there again to Jacob Morrison. Oh, he is just everywhere at the moment. He is just on fire. 3rd tackle now. Goes, gonna look inside there. In fact, no. Lewis dummies and runs. Taken there by Nicholas Efer. He's trying to butt off Nicholas Efer, but just so far, it's not enough. They need someone to go with him. As they throw outside there as well. Morrison spills it. This could change momentum. The Pirates make an error, and finally, the Wedgetails have something to go that way, and Morrison is human after all.
Yeah, definitely. Morrison, oh, they might make an error. Oh, they get the offload away. That was lucky from the Wedgetails there.
Maybe the Wedgetails are back on here. A little error there, the sneaky little offload as they fire it out there. It's going to be Matty Harris. 3rd tackle, 30 metres away. They need to find just something. Out of dummy half now. Burton, the captain, look for space. Can't fool Prakaliti. 4th tackle. Fires it out there to Broaden, but they're still losing a lot of the contact here. Fifth tackle, it's a bit better, but 30 metres away. This is best field position I've had all game as they kick it long. Aaron White it is down to a receiving AJ Brimo. Steps wide, he's looking for space, and he's taken there by Matty Harris, but that's a bit better there from the Wedgetails, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely it is. That's the best field position they've had all game, as you mentioned, and they need more of that. They need to be just challenging themselves down the sideline, getting it to the outside backs and getting them in space, because at the moment their forwards, they're not winning the contact at all. So they need to try something different and hopefully get these players into some space, because otherwise they're just going to continue letting these Pirates win the field position battle quite easily.
Yeah, I don't want to be that guy, but KCK, he's moved to the front row, and have you noticed him on the field at all? Is it just me? I haven't really...
No, I haven't seen him take the ball up.
Like, he's moved to the front row. He's been this guy that just has absolutely killed it over the opening 3 rounds in a losing outfit. He's moved to the front row, and so far, he's just not been seen, and I don't know what it is. Maybe they're just not giving him the ball, but I'd like to see him just do something, because, I mean... he should be their forward guy. You know, you have him and you have Nicholas Afer. Afer's been trying his butt off, but KCK, I wonder if maybe there's something going on there. Maybe he's not happy about being moved to the front row. Maybe he likes the second row, front row. He doesn't want to be there, so he's not going to try. Would it be, maybe it's something like that as Afer now. That's a good run. He fires it off one. Uh-oh. And there he is. KCK, maybe I'm wrong. Sorry about that, KCK. We finally see him. He receives the pass. He was through space for a bit. Fourth tackle. This is better. Inside ball there to Letifaga. He takes it there. Fifth tackle. That was a better set by the Wedgetails. Afer and KCK combining. And maybe he's, I don't know, that's the first time I've seen him touch the ball. A bit better there from KCK's. Now the Pirates turn it over. They have the ball 15 metres out, but it's a held tackle, and that just relieves all the pressure there, but they'll start to apply on the Pirates.
Yeah, that's absolutely undone all their hard work, and it's baffling why they did that. They just got themselves hemmed in the Pirates deep in their own end for the first time in this game, and they give away a soft penalty and just a piggyback penalty here. And now the Pirates, they can easily work their way out and really just go straight back into their work.
And sorry to cut you off, Liam, but we have a Tavita Samsi. Apologies if I'm pronouncing that way. Congratulations on making your VPRL debut there. His first game in the VPRL. Very proud family there. Obviously, he's from Brisbane way. He's loved the Brisbane Pirates, and he's making his debut. So congratulations there, son, on your first run. And yeah, it's now for Pirates again. They make some space. Corey Bell gets past the fullback. Fifth tackle this will be, but there's no fullback at home. Or winger, in fact. Although there is a winger now. But they'll kick it there. It's charged out, and it's going to be 6 more tackles. Goes to Davidas Semisi. I think that's how it's pronounced. Again, I apologise if that's wrong to you and your family, but congratulations on making your debut, as now the Pirates go on the tackle on small. For Wedgetails cannot afford to concede here. First tackle, 20 metres out.
Yeah, absolutely not.
And sorry to cut you off, Liam. They're going to go ready. Corey Bell looking for the line. We'll cut back to you in a moment, Liam. Second tackle, 8 metres short here. It could be they can't afford to concede here. Aikman settling up. 5 metres short now. They look like they might have a short side play going on here. Tim James, he goes short pass there to Danger McGee. He's already scored 2 tries. Scored 2 tries a couple of weeks ago, in fact. Fourth tackle now. Goes Crutcher. Morrison. Cut up ball there to Corey Bell! In the corner. The flying winger scores for the Pirates. And the Pirates extend their lead.
Yeah, absolutely, Lachlan. That is a brilliant try there from the winger, Corey Bell. He is just so electric. The duo of Jacob Morrison and Corey Bell. When you get Corey Bell early ball out one-on-one in the winger in that position, it's pretty hard for the Wedgetails. A bit of a weak attempt at a tackle, but Corey Bell, as I said, he's just so good. And JJ Keen's looking to convert here, and that's just brilliant stuff yet again from the Brisbane Pirates.
As he fades it way to the left-hand side there. No goal, 10 points to 0 it is, and the Brisbane Pirates have a good lead here, and it was a great piece to try that I personally thought. You know, Ash Crutcher shaped up nicely, Out the back to Morrison once again. Tap on pass there to Corey Bell, and you give him inch of space, Corey Bell. He'll eat the whole cake, and he just dived in the corner. You can't give these wingers any space nowadays, and Corey Bell just showed us why. You know, I think there's a lot of preseason, a lot made that the fact that Corey Bell wasn't the fullback. I personally thought he was going to be, but he went with Morrison. I think it's paid off dividends for Lewis just again. He makes a good run because Corey Bell has also been terrific on the wing.
Second tackle.
Goes out there to Kratos Kamakamika now. Third tackle. This is,
No, that's 3.
you know, Pirates that need to find, the Wedgetails need to find something to stop this momentum now. Tim James with a run. Driven back there.
Out there, that's 4.
Fourth tackle. We'll play it there. They go out the back there. It's going to be Danger McGee again.
No, tackle 5.
Playing their fifth tackle. 40 meters gone, and JJ Keynes kicks it down. A good kick. A good set after points, I should say, is now the Wedgetails made it run out 20 meters off their own try line, I should say. And it's now Blue Broughton.
No,
25 meters away off their own try line. Now we're going to go short side here. This is good as hell. They make an error. Play on it. It's going to be Jet Mercer with the ball. And again, the Wedgetails' own errors are just costing them here. Own errors, ill discipline, whatever you want to call it. Ash Crutcher fires out to Aikman.
No, second tackle.
20 meters off the line now. Second tackle. Ash Crutcher. Taking it 20 meters off. Third tackle now. Fires out there to Kratos Kamakamika.
No,
Fourth tackle. 10 meters off the line. It's going to be fired out there to Morrison. I thought that was for sure. You don't stop him one-on-one very often. In fact, he still pushes forward. Burton it was the skipper making a terrific tackle. Morrison is going to be there for the kick. He might not need to be. Oh, but that's a great take there by Blue Broughton. And the Wedgetails survive.
Yeah, that's brilliant defense there from Bully Broughton. Just picking that one up, the loose ball at his feet. It's a brilliant take. It's pretty hard for a back rower. Does the job there and gets the Wedgetails out of trouble. But now it's about making a line break or two, getting them out of trouble, and they're really struggling to do that. But Nicholas Afer again working hard with a tough carry.
Yeah, Zavanka good. I was about to say, I'm not sure it's going to be Daniel Punchback's good run. Finds an offload, in fact, too. Oh! Burton! And he's hit high. I apologize, I didn't see who that was, but a shoulder, I should say, to the forehead there, and might hear a little bit more about that. That looked bad. The match review committee, gonna have to take a look at that. And now the Wedgetails present a perfect opportunity. They need to find points here. There is no other way but points here for the Wedgetails. I don't want any chance of a comeback. They haven't looked good, and they have an opportunity now. Goes out the back. It's gonna be fired out there to Gabe Walsh. A strong tackle on him there. Had a bit of space for a moment, but AJ Brimo makes the tackle there. It's going to go Matty Harris now. Settling it up. 18 meters away here. They need something. Goes Nicholas Afer. Settling it up. 10 meters short now. Fourth tackle. Out dummy half. Burden. He wants a try. He can't find it. Fifth tackle. It's going to be grubbing it in there. And oh, Aaron White, he just needs to reach out and he just lays on the ground with no one on him. He was centimeters short.
Oh, that's so unlucky from Aaron White. They put in the kick with Matty Harris, and I thought for all Matty Aaron White was in, but his momentum, he dived early and he just didn't carry himself to the line. He's about 3 inches short there, and Aaron White, he's just got to maintain himself on his feet, and that's unlucky for the Wedgetails, but that's pretty much the story of their season, Lachlan.
Yeah, I wonder if he maybe thought he was held or with his hand on him. Didn't want to risk double movement, but I mean, just get up and go again. I mean, no one was on you. Just, you need to pick that. Instead of diving, you need to pick it up and cross the line. But instead he dives on it, dives short, and it doesn't work. And now Pirates, but if you want to look at positives here, the Pirates are now stuck inside their own half, have to work the way upfield. Just don't want to give away penalties. That was a little bit long, I thought, but they're going to say play on. JJ Keynes it is. Plays it there. Long cut up pass there to Kratos Kamakamika. Fifth tackle. Goes there. It's going to be JJ Keynes. Kicks it long. Straight down to Kern on the Cobo. And oh, that's a good hit there. 7.5 minutes to go. The Wedgetails are starting with a bit more momentum here, Liam. Who's it going to be for the Wedgetails if they're going to find some points before half-time?
Look, I think it's going to be the work of Matthew Harris running the ball and his kicking game late in the set. I think he's got real danger in that number 7 jersey, and that's going to be the one that's really going to crack this game open if they do so.
Yeah, I have to agree with her. I think Matty Harris has got to find something a little bit creative here. Obviously, growing up, played in the front row and in the lock, but he's slimmed down over a long and grueling process, and now he's a skinny halfback. So I'd like to see him do something as Aaron White sends an eye. A good kick there, taken there but by Jet Mercer, and another great take, and the Pirates play it there 10 metres out. 5.5 minutes to go to half-time. The Pirates still lead 10-0 as oh, that's for sure an error. They do have one, and this is the best opportunity they've had all game. A full set attack in the line now. Burden plays, they go short side. Surely it isn't, it's Broughton! Bluey Broughton scores! All of a sudden the Wedgetails in front of the home crowd are back in it, and it takes just a little bit of lack of concentration there. Bluey Broughton dummies and run. Fends away from one, and he gets the 4 points.
Yeah, absolutely. Bluey Broughton down the short side, taking advantage off a Brisbane Pirates error out of dummy half. It was a fairly poor error, but you take every chance you can get if you're the Sydney Wedgetails, and Bluey Broughton capitalised. I thought he should have passed out to the winger, but going a little bit selfish there, and he got the try, he got the chocolates there, and Matty Harris looking to convert, and it looks like he's done so, Lachlan.
Yeah, Matty Harris, I actually thought he was going to miss. It looked like he was going to go too wide, but he manages to curve it back. Look at him there. He's skinniest of I've ever seen him. Matty Harris grew up thinking he was a front rower, second rower. He decided he wants to try his chance at the halfback, and it's still yet to be seen if he's going to be as good as he wants to be there. But nonetheless, the Wedgetails score, and JJ Keynes it was. If he disappointed himself, he was the player I think that what's his name? Bluey Broughton saw and just eyed out, and he fended him away. And all of a sudden now, Wedgetails have a bit of momentum heading into half time. Still 4 minutes left. Wedgetails, could you imagine they find something there? As Daniel Punter thought was about to drop it there, manages to hold on to it. Second tackle now. They're under 30. They would love to find something a little bit more. They go out wide. Walsh it is. Playing it there. Third tackle. The Pirates, they'll be disappointed with this end of this half after they've done so much work. Put the Wedgetails in their place. One soft try, and all of a sudden, the Wedgetails back in. It's going to go back there. It's going to be Matty Harris, sure man, but he kicks it into his own player. Danger McGee, the workhorse himself, picks up the scraps, and all of a sudden the Pirates could potentially extend the lead just for the break. Tim James with a dummy and run.
Second tackle.
Playing it there. Second tackle. Out the back now. It's going to be Leniti Prakaliti. Dummy and run.
That's 3.
Third tackle. Short side now. Aikman, he wants it. He dummies himself and he gets pulled up just short. I thought he might have been trying to do what Bluey Broughton did. But you can't do it as they go short there. Ash Crutcher again. The defense is good there for the Wedgetails. He's going to have to hold him for one last play. Looks like they're setting up for something. It's going to go back. It's going to be Prakaliti. Sends it high. Under all sorts of pressure. Taken there by Corey Bell, but he's wrapped up, and good defense by the Wedgetails.
Yeah, that's brilliant defense there from the Sydney Wedgetails. They did a good job diffusing that and just tackling him when he got the ball. Yeah, they did really well that set. They were much better defensively, and yeah, it's really hard for 5 tackles defending this potent Brisbane Pirates attack, although they didn't throw too much at them, but that's well done from the Wedgetails to keep that momentum and hopefully really have something to go home about at halftime and right back in this game.
Yeah, I don't want to be that guy here, Liam, but part of me wants to think, are the Pirates too reliant on Jacob Morrison? Because it feels like if he's not doing absolutely everything in attack for them, they're just not able to find points. You know, last week it was the one try, he had a quiet game, he moved to the wing in the second half. Maybe there was a bit of an injury there, I'm not sure why he moved to the wing, but it feels like at the moment, if it's not Jacob Morrison doing it, then it just doesn't get done. That's another error.
Part of it is that, that's another poor kick there.
With 15 seconds left, I don't think they'll be made to play. Maybe a 1-pointer to end the half you'd like to think. They fire it out there, and that's a forward pass. And they'll play the ball here. And Colonel McCobb will take the final run as we head to halftime. Pirates leading the Wedgetails 10.6. We are back here in the second half. Matty Harris getting the ball on the tee. Ready to kick us off here. Obviously a very good first half by the Pirates. 10 points to 6. But they're already up by 4. And the Wedgetails managed to crawl away back. Blue Gordon crashing over in the 35th minute to score. Lachlan here joining me in the second half once again, Liam Ryan. Liam, what were your thoughts in that first half performance by both teams?
Yeah, Lachlan, I thought the Pirates, they were good for the first 30 minutes or so, and then they started to drop their performance in the last 10 with a couple of soft errors. But the Wedgetails, they fought back, and they were very passive, I might say, in that first half, except for that try by Blue Broughton to close the half. They just did not win the contact. And Caleb Jeff, this is the problem. They just are not winning the contact. And they left passengers, I think, in that first half for the majority of it.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. You know, have all these spine plays, all these marquee plays in the forward and in the spine, but they're just not able to win any contactors. They're going to kick early here. JJ Keane's a bit more, I think it's a bit more wide than long as Brew Broughton. He was absolutely terrific in that first half for the Wedgetails, and he's kicks up there, and all of a sudden they're on the attack here, the Wedgetails. This is maybe looking a bit better now. A couple of changes in that halftime share. Obviously, Caleb Jeff's gone to lock, which I quite like. He was very strong last week, and I think that's a well-deserved move there. Both of the teams, however, swap their wingers to the fullback role. I'm not sure I agree with the Pirates doing it. Morrison has probably been their best attacking weapon so far, and he's now on the wing, stuck on the wingers now. The Wedgetails looking good here. Maybe they could find a try. They could potentially take the lead. Fourth tackle now. It's going to be fifth tackle. Looking for a kick here. Who's it going to be? Who wants it? It's going to be Aoife. Puts in the kick. Could he get there? Oh, it's taken there by Ash Crutcher. And Ash Crutcher has a bit of space there. He's fast. And he gets run down there. But the Wedgetails fire a shot early.
Yeah, absolutely. The Wedgetails, they're on the attack right there. Oh, and there's a forward pass.
The Wedgetails have come out exactly how they ended the first half. And they're looking good here. Gabe Walsh now takes a run. First tackle. 4 minutes scored already. If you're just tuning in, the Pirates have an all ball, but the Wedgetails are now on the attack, and a try here would see him take the lead, which would be absolutely devastating if you're a Pirates fan. Second tackle now. Goes short out there. And it's short down to Broughton, and he's got a second! Bluey Broughton is having an absolute game here, a legacy game, if you will. And now, the Wedgetails have a kick to take the lead, Liam. Can you believe it?
No, I cannot believe this, Lachlan. That is an absolutely brilliant line from Bluey Broughton. Been the Wedgetails' best all game. As we said, he was absolutely brilliant in that first half, and he continues his form there. Absolutely brilliant line. And in between those Pirates' two defenders, I'm not sure what they were doing. They were looking at each other, wondering why they weren't tackling him. But that is a brilliant line, brilliant try from the Wedgetails, and Matthew Harris will convert here to put them in the lead for the very first time here, Lachlan.
I am absolutely shocked. I am flabbergasted, if you will. The Pirates just were all over them in the first 30 minutes. You know, they weren't necessarily sticking over the scoreboard, but the Wedgetails, they just didn't look up for the fight here. But then Blue Broughton has took it upon himself. You know, we talked about earlier, some of the forwards, the marquee forwards, Kane Chappie in particular, weren't really standing up. Blue Broughton is taking the opportunity in the second row of both teams, and now all of a sudden, the Wedgetails, 12 points to 10. No, that is not a glitch in your screen. You are actually seeing that. They're in the lead, and it's going to get real interesting now with how the Pirates respond to being behind in a game where they've been very dominant.
Yeah, definitely. It could get very interesting here. And as you mentioned, Corey Bella at the back could really change the trajectory of this game. And without Jacob Morrison sparking their attack, it could be really difficult for them to get this win. But we'll have to wait and see on that.
And as I talked about before, it kind of feels like if it's not Jacob Morrison, it's no one. There's a 40-20 attempted. Michael Lee save a centre. And the Wedgetails continue on the attack now. 7 minutes gone in this half, and all of a sudden the Wedgetails looking to extend this lead. They're not stopping yet. 2 metres off the line. First tackle. Aaron White playing it there. Burton, who wants one himself. He dummies it right to 40 mile and fooled them for a second. Tim James. You're not fooling him. Second tackle. It's going to be Curtin Nicobo, the fullback again. He's not doing much there. They need to find something here. It's Burton now. They're going to do it again. Third time the charmer might be. Third time might be for Charmer. He's on his back, and that's probably the best thing that could happen. So they get out of this loop of picking it up out of dummy half. We can catch our breath here for a second as the bunker refused to try that they don't really need to look at. There's no chance to get that down, Bird. Unfortunately, mate, I don't think... You can argue all you want, Bird. He's talking to the ref now. You can't see it on your screen, but he's trying to argue his case. It wasn't a try, mate, unfortunately. As 4th tackle it's going to be. Goes out the back there. And, Pen Gully. I thought he lost it there for a second. 5th tackle. They'd love to find something. They grubber it out there. And it's taken there by Baron Aikman. They needed to find something there, the Pirates, because they could not afford to concede again. But the Wedgetails, they mean business now in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, Lachlan. That is brilliant stuff from the Wedgetails with that 40-20 to really turn the trajectory even more, to continue their momentum. And the Pirates, they're having to work their way out for one of the first times in this game. And this is going to be absolutely hugely interesting to see how their backline can get in this game. How can they implement Jacob Morrison on the wing? Or Corey Bell needs to get himself involved, because at the moment they are really just baffled at the moment by what just happened, I think.
Yeah, I think they're just confused because we haven't seen that we're really under pressure. Even in the game they lost, you know, the 7.6, it was fairly even most of it, but at the moment, I'd say the Wedgetails are on top here, and they just need to find something. If they spread it wide there, on the wing, let the Fugger make some good meters there, but the Wedgetails, they're relentless at the moment. They're only up by 2, don't forget, but considering where they were earlier, it's a miracle that they're even in this game. I thought we'd be talking about now by how much, but the Pirates never managed to open the floodgates. The Wedgetails kept the door shut and now put back a counter-attack to take the lead. The Pirates, Jacob Morrison, I'm baffled at decision land. I really am baffled. Jacob Morrison needs to be that fullback for the Brisbane Pirates, I personally think. And I mean, 80 minutes. We'll talk about it before. He feels like if it's not him doing it, then it's not anyone doing anything for them. He's their only guy now. And Corey Bell, he was doing good on the wing. He was running good lines. He was taking good meters. I feel like it's just the wrong move to switch him to fullback in this game.
Yeah, I think I have to agree with you here. I think Corey Bell is not getting himself involved for whatever reason here at fullback. It's just not the same kind of attack that they're running at the moment with Corey Bell at the back. And I think that's a thing of personnel rather than just situation. So they really don't have the trust in him. So I'm not sure why that they're not just continuing what they had in the first half and when it was so successful.
You know, when you have an elite fullback like Jacob Morrison, I mean, he's been arguably the best fullback in the comp. A massive shot there has jarred the ball loose. And this is what the Pirates need. I think we'll get a good idea of what their attack looks like now with Corey Bell at the back, because they're going to be on the attack here. And they need to find something here. The Pirates, they go out the back. Jet Mercer now. He puts on a bit of a step, but a good tackle there by Kern on the Cobbo. Second tackle. 15 metres off now. It's going to be Crutcher at the back there to Lewis. Palms off one. Sends Burden flying back. Third tackle. Playing it there. They go out the back there to Prakaliti at the back there. Oh! Kabakamika's been absolutely leveled there. They go short side here. It's going to be Prakaliti. A good strong tackle there, but he finds a miracle offload and Cody Slater. What an offload by Lenny Prakaliti. And that is what the Pirates needed. They take the lead back.
Yeah, that is brilliant stuff from the back row. Lenny Prakaliti finding the offload and getting it to Cody Slater, who gets a bit flat-footed, but finds the step to put himself through and gets the try that the Pirates desperately needed. You felt like the trajectory was well and truly turning towards the Wedgetails. They had found the lead, and now the Brisbane Pirates taking it back. Jeff Keynes, this is a big conversion though, Lachlan, making it a 4-point game. This is a must-have in my opinion.
And he gets it, 4-point lead. A crucial 4-point lead the Pirates have, and we're talking about earlier, you know, Morrison, Bell, but we can't ignore this forward pack for the Pirates. I mean, they've got some skill, but Prakaliti, I didn't realise he had that kind of skill. I mean, I thought the tackle had been pretty much complete, and he finds just a miracle little offload there. Even Cody Slater was surprised. I mean, he got up, looked around, like, what did just happen? Like, he couldn't believe his luck. And he was just right place, right time, got the offload, and the Pirates score there. What a brilliant pass it was. Or off, I should say.
No, that's one.
Yeah, it was brilliant stuff, as you said. It was just an absolutely awesome offload to get it out, and not many. Jesus, he's certainly levelled there, though, Lachlan.
Yeah, this game is just now heating up a bit. bit spicy. Prakaliti having a couple words there said to him in that tackle. I'm not sure who it was saying that. We'll have to get back there, but fourth tackle it is there. Kamakamika playing it there, just short the 40. A 40-20 attempt here, maybe. We are going to see what is it again. Oh, this is what sort of started the momentum shift early. It's just been kind of taken there as, oh! Jacob Morrison, he was actually kicking for Morrison, but he can't keep it in the field, and that could have been real dangerous there for the Wedgetails as well. Okay, he does take it probably about 10 metres over the sideline, but I could see the idea there from JJ Keynes.
Yeah, it's an interesting idea from JJ Keynes, but you have to wonder, is that just detrimental to them? Because it might work 1 time out of 10 for Jacob Morrison. It's very low percentage play. You'd rather get the long kick there from JJ Keynes if he has it in him, or is it just a shank and they need Ash Crutcher kicking the ball? I just wonder, is that really a weakness of having Keynes doing all the general play kicking rather than Crutcher?
Yeah, I'd like to see Crutcher put his hands in a bit more, because he is the guy. They go back there to Cobbo, but he's taken their third tackle. And again, the Wedgetails are staying in it, but they're still, in a way, losing this battle, just being pushed back a lot. Their outside backs still aren't offering a whole lot. We need to see it a bit more here, I think, as they go there. It's going to be Matty Harris out the back there. And good run by Cobbo as we save it. And it's Cobbo! He won't put Corey Bell in a hole! A great tackle there. Cody Slater, I think it was. For fifth tackle now. Who's it going to be? It goes out the back. They're going to run it. He puts in the kick, and it's going to be a knock on their save. And Aikman it is. Receiving it, and he'll play it there. And that was nearly a brilliant try there from Kern on the Cobbo.
Tackle 2.
Yeah, it was brilliant stuff from Kern on the Cobbo. To wrong foot Corey Bell, that is not an easy task in itself. And then, but as you said, it was Cody Slater who got the tackle there. It was much needed because they did not want to let the Wedgetails back in front there, Lachlan. And now the Pirates having to work their way out. Might need a 20-40 here from Ash Crutcher.
And they are going to take it. In fact, it looks like a pretty good one. And it's just short. But credit where credit is due. Ash Crutcher, I think that proves he has to be the guy kicking, because that was a brilliant kick there.
Oh, absolutely. Ash Crutcher, that is a brilliant kick. And
it was just
when you've got a guy right there, you need him kicking all the general play, I think, Lachlan.
Yeah, I think they just proved your point earlier. It has to be him, not JJ Keynes. I mean, I think JJ Keynes' biggest aspect is his footwork, his acceleration, his inside passing, I think, is pretty good with Morrison, his combination there, but as well, an arrow there by the Wedgetails, they needed that, but as we're saying, I think Ash Crutcher's biggest strength was just his kicking, and I think we need him to be doing it, but as you say that, the Wedgetails another error here, and the Pirates have the chance here to extend the lead. I think the Wedgetails, if they want to win this game, they need to stay in the contest. They can't let it get back out to another, 12, 10-point lead. I think if it does, that's probably about game over. They don't have the strike power to come back. So they really need to make sure they don't concede here. As Corey Bell, I mean, he's just not a fullback for me. I mean, they get a set restart here. That wasn't a great run, but it also, he got wrong-footed pretty poorly by Kern on the Cobbo, if I do say so. And the Pirates now, 30 metres off the line here. They need to find something. Goes out the back there. It's going to be Baron Aikman. Fence away from one. Takes a tackle there.
Tackle 2.
They need to find points here, the Pirates. Goes out the back there to Corey Bell. And he drops it there.
That's advantage.
They're going to go in the touch there. You'd like to think that'd be a knock-on. Although I did hear the ref say that's advantage. As we take a look at the replay here, Corey Bell again. We'll just take it. I thought maybe he was about to prove us wrong, but that's just a poor pass, isn't it? The play was never on. And they're going to get the ball back, but what's the decision there? Kavino Onebu is looking for a try. He's going to play it there. Now the Wedgetails have to defend once again. They might have to be look at the referee, because that is such a poor call there as they go out the back there. Kamakamika, and he's in. I'm not sure what the call was. I thought Corey Bell was caught. I think they said that it was a pass that hit the back of the Wedgetails there. I definitely don't agree with that, but it doesn't matter. The Pirates score and they hit an 8-point lead.
Yeah, that is just an absolutely baffling call there from the referee. But Kratos Kamakamika takes full advantage of that. You certainly miss all the chance that you don't take. So that is brilliant stuff from the Brisbane Pirates, just taking their opportunities. They can't control what the ref does. All they can do is take their opportunities. And take that they did. And JJ Keane's looking to convert here, make it a 10-point game. I don't think he did that, but that is just a baffling call. It could turn the trajectory of this game completely, Lachlan.
Yeah, it's just, I can't, for the life of me, I can't see why that call was made. In fact, if you saw in the background there, Blair Kernan getting a bit fired up, he was talking to the ref, asking the questions like, how can you make such a poor call in such a high-stakes game? I think if you ask Corey Bell, he'd say that was a knock-on. Like, he knows when he drops the ball. He's been around for a while. Over 10 seasons of experience in this space, so he knows when he's dropped the ball, and I think he'd be saying there, yeah, I spilled it out the back, boys, but somehow it's the Pirates game, play to the whistle. Kamakamika scores, and now all of a sudden an 8-point lead for the Pirates, and I'm just,
That's 2.
yeah, I'm not sure what now for the Wedgetails. It's going to be even harder because I just don't know if I can see them come back from that another 2-try deficit. It's just a little bit tough when they don't have the attacking spark that, you know, the Pirates do have. But who's it going to be, Liam, do you think, from this Wedgetails team that might be able to potentially change this game?
Oh, look, I think Kernan on the Cobbo has been really solid, and I think they need to get him more of the ball at the fullback position when they have it. But they've defended this set really well, and I think that, yeah, as Kernan on the Cobbo has shown in this second half, he's a really dangerous player. They need to get him the ball more, and here's an opportunity for him right here.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think he's probably, although he's not the guy like he is at other club, I think he's probably their best outside back. He's definitely proven that he has what it takes, and he obviously put a really good move in the corridor early, and I think if it wasn't for Cody Slater's last try saver, 9 out of 10 times he probably scores that try and he takes the lead once more, but try saver was just too good. As he goes out the back again, Kernan on the Cobbo. This is good. He gets past Corey Bell again. Corey Bell is having making an absolute meal of trying to take him down. He can't lay a finger on him at the moment. 4th tackle now. James Madison, short pass there. It's Ben Pengelly. Played it there, 5th tackle. Good set here from the Wedgetails. They need to find something you'd like to think. It's going to be Aaron White who puts it high. A good testing bomb here. Taken there well. Uh-oh. Can he find an offload? No. Letu Faga, he plays it there, but Pirates have to come off their own line.
Yeah, that's a good take there from Letu Faga. I would have liked to see an offload there, but he wasn't really aware of his situation, and unfortunately they don't get the try there that they much needed, and they're just going to have to try and hold this Pirate side well in their end again and try it again, because if they do it again, they can certainly get themselves back into that good field position, Lachlan.
Yes, couldn't agree more. The Pirates now, I think they're trying to wind down the clock a bit, but I'll be honest, 13 minutes is a long time in this game. They can absolutely still win this game. The Pirates. Wedgetails. It's a good offload there to JJ Keanes. Talked about his footwork button. Oh, intercept! Oh, they're going to say that it was knocked out by a Wedgetail, I think. I thought it went back from the Wedgetail again. Just the 50-50 calls aren't going away to Wedgetails at the moment.
Yeah, they certainly aren't, Lachlan. And when you're at the bottom of the ladder, as the Wedgetails are, or very close to it, you certainly don't seem to get those 50-50 calls. And unfortunately, tonight, they've certainly been at the very brute end of the stick there tonight, and unfortunately it's costing them.
Yeah, I think obviously the Pirates, I think on paper they're probably, and even in the game they probably have been the better team, but you know, a couple calls have definitely cost the Wedgetails tonight, and if those calls went their way, who knows what would have happened. Maybe we would be sitting here saying they're a better team. There's another one right there. Ash Cruncher, surely he's offside there, but 5th tackle again. Burton says something to the ref. Shoot away, he's going to be careful. You wouldn't be surprised if maybe Cinder in his. That has to be a knock on, it's going to be. And the Wedgetails have the ball here, and as they play it there just short of the 20, 11 minutes to go. What needs to happen for the Wedgetails to get potentially find the 2 tries that they need?
Oh, look, I think they just need to get the ball to their best players, and that's kind of the cover at the minute. They just need to continue feeding him the ball and get it to Matthew Harris. I think maybe go for a 40-20 here and just hope that you're able to turn the clock here and get 1 try. Aim for 1 try, and then you can focus on the second one. But at the moment, they are certainly just going set for set, and it's not really working.
Yeah, set for set isn't good enough when you're chasing points. It is for the Pirates, but just not for them as they go out the back there. It's going to be Pengelly pushes forward. A good run there. Finds an offload, in fact, there to Ethan Pengilly, his brother, and they're going to play it there. 5th tackle, 25 metres away now. Sends it back there. It's going to be Matty Harris who punts it across field. Finds Jacob Morrison, a quiet second half on the wing there as he makes a good tackle there. But he's going to go over the sideline. I think a brilliant tackle. He chances I think he's going to get a bit bored on the wing. And he's taken over the sideline. And this is the opportunity the Wedgetails need.
Yeah, definitely. Jacob Morrison, I don't know what he was thinking there. With such experience, you would have thought he would have just taken it up the field and not went towards that sideline, but he did. And now the Wedgetails, they will have a big opportunity there. They must take this. Got to get the ball to Colonel the Cobbo. Give him some early ball. Trust him to make the line break and get past Corey Bell.
Yeah, I think at this point in the game, it's score here or lose. 100% if you score, it's not necessarily you're going to win. That's if Funko finds for the space, he's taking it down eventually there by, I think that's Morrison, playing it there. It's going to be short pass there to Burden, trying to crash his way over to Skipper. 3rd tackle. It's now or never. It's going to go Kurt on the Cobbo, trying to crash his way over and get a good strong tackle there. They need a bit more than that. 4th tackle. They go back towards the front post, I should say, is Aaron White again. Dummies and runs. What's it going to be now? 5th tackle. They need to find something. It's going to be Matty Harris and a kick. And a kick! It's going to be Kurt on the Cobbo! On the Cobbo, there we go. A try it is. And he's been looking very likely to score at some point in his scores when his team needs the most. 7.5 minutes remaining. And we have a finish coming up here at Leichhardt Oval.
Absolutely, Lachlan. That is brilliant stuff from Kern on the Cobbo. Diving with the ball with a big swan dive. It was all dangerous. There was nothing much happening before that tackle. Matthew Harris, though, put it on the boot and got it to his star fullback, Kern on the Cobbo. That is brilliant. A big conversion coming up here, and absolutely, as you said, Lachlan, we have a game here. 4 points in it at the moment. If he makes it, it's 2, so absolutely brings in the 2-point field goal if he makes it, and that will be certainly an interesting sight for the last 7 minutes here.
Yeah, could you imagine the Leichhardt faithful? I mean, we didn't get a turn today, but they've been very loud, the Leichhardt fans, and they can get a bit rowdy here in Sydney, and the Brisbane Pirates, they'll be shaky last 7 minutes here. It'll be very shaky for them. We know they can quickly score points. We saw earlier, they scored 2 tries, 1 on either side of half time, and they kicked the 40-20 nearly scored a 3rd. And if it wasn't for some dodgy referee decisions, I might get in trouble for saying that, but it was some referee decisions I think at least deserve to be questioned at the very least. And they probably would potentially be the leaders. Condom, the Cobbo again, and he finds an offload here. Second tackle, they might not even need to go for the 20 of the 40-20 as I thought it'd probably be. James Madison plays it there at the back. It's going to be Matty Harris. Short pass there. As KCK, he's finding space now. It's going to be offload there to Fasil to allow him. Haven't seen much of him today. Playing it there. 3rd tackle on the 40. Goes Blue Broughton. Hasn't he out of the game? 2 tries already. A hat trick to win the game would be a sight to behold as they go 3rd tackle now. At the back there. It's going to be, good run there. Finds an offload, in fact, to Burden. He breaks 1 tackle. Goes for the miracle pass, and it's an intercept. Oh, my days. He wanted to have the moment, Burden, for his club, but it wasn't a pass. Let's be fair to him here. As now, Keynes makes a good run here. 2nd tackle. They need an error here. They need an error from the Pirates. 3rd tackle. 4 minutes to go. Sends it out the back to Kamakamika. He's had a good game. 4th tackle on the 40. Taking it there now. Davidus Semi-CE. He's had a good debut for a young guy. A good debut. Hasn't done anything spectacular, but he's just done his job, and I think that's all he needs to do is they send it down there to Gabe Walsh. We know he has a bit of footwork, but a good tackle there. They need to find something. I think it's going to be on the Cobbo here. You have to think he's going to be the guy. He's been absolutely terrific since he moved to fullback in the second half, and he's absolutely killed it. 2nd tackle. It's not a flat-footed start there from Dino silly to allow him. Claire Burden it is. Matty Harris. I think they need a 40-20 here. Matty Harris is our option. It's got to be Aaron White, you'd like to think. And it's going to be Dino Facility to allow him. We said he was quiet. Corey Bell takes it, buddy. Oh, it's not the 40-20 they needed. 2 minutes to go. They might not get another chance now, the Wedgetails. They're going to need to force an error, I think. Second tackle, it's going to be now. A minute 40 to go. Maybe they will get another chance, you'd think. That's an error! That's what they needed here, Liam. A minute and a half to go. Burton dives in it. We have a finish coming up. They go short side here.
Absolutely. That is brilliant stuff. Force the error. They've got a minute to go. Get it out to Kern on the Cobo, Lachlan.
I think it has to be him. On the cover, we want to see it. Third tackle now. A minute to go. We go out the back. Matty Harris. Matty Harris. Can he do it? He's on his back and he's flipped over. 40 seconds to go now. They're getting upstairs just in case. And I think in this high stakes moment, you have to go and check everything. Everything you have to check. Matty Harris. He's on his back. The Pirates are shaking in their boots, Liam. 40 seconds to go. I repeat, 40
Oh, this is a big last 2 plays.
seconds to go. 2 plays they'll have. They go short side. They go short side. Inside ball there. Penn Kelly. It's going to come down to one last kick here. Can they do it again? Can they do it? Where is Kurt on the combo? They grubber it in. They grubber it in. It might not be here, but they're going to get... They're going to get a set restart here. I don't know if that's going to be much use to them. Maybe a 2-point field goal if they go too long here. And no, their whistle's going to go. They're not going to need to kick it, and the Pirates win. And oh, the poor Wedgetails. I got a feel for them. They tried their absolute guts out here today. We deserved, I personally think, we deserved a, the try for the Wedgetails. A couple of calls went against them. And in another universe, they win this game, and they could have won it by more than one try if they had the calls go their way. Liam, your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, Lachlan, it was certainly, as you said, it was certainly a very close game, and I thought that the Wedgetails, they were hard done by a couple of calls. They just had a few subsequent calls that added up, and the Pirates, they took full advantage of those calls by the referee, and the Pirates, they were good enough to win here today, but as you said, I think that the Wedgetails, I think they were probably the better side in the end of it. They played really well in that second half, and it came on the back of the Kern on the Cobo masterclass at fullback. Switching to fullback at half-time was a masterclass by Calais Burton to really get him involved. And Bluey Broughton, as we mentioned, he was huge today, Lachlan, and certainly the stats show it here.
Yeah, obviously, Pirates, they managed to get 2 tries in that second half, and it ended up being the difference. We'll take a look at some of the stats here as... Yeah, I'm out of breath. That was a great game. Kurt on the Cobo, I mean, look, he missed 4 tackles, 5 linebacks to try. I think he has to be the fullback going forward. I think 80 minutes. They looked a completely different team when he was at the back there, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you, but it's just a concern. Can he go that long with his fitness and his stamina? That's the only issue. But if he has it, I would certainly be putting him there for the full 80 minutes, Lachlan.
Yeah, it's Blue Broughton. I think he was probably... I'd actually go as far to say he was the player of the match. For me, I'd go him slightly over Kurt on the Cobo, but it was close. Even in the losing side, 214 run meters, 19 tackles, 4 tackle breaks, 3 line breaks, and a double to go with it. Absolutely terrific there from the big fella in the second row position. As we take a look at the Pirates stats now, Ash Crutch, I thought, played well. Obviously, Morrison, a try assist. He was their guy in that first half, but I think moving him from fullback cost them. I don't know why they made that decision. It was the wrong decision, in my opinion.
Yeah, it certainly turned out to be that way, Lachlan. I think Corey Bell, he didn't do too much in that second half, and he was certainly, when he was shown, he wasn't doing all that much in defence. He was a liability. He got turned around at least 2 times that I remember from Kern on the Cobo, so they just need to go 80 minutes with Jacob Morrison because he is their best player, and they need him involved for 80 minutes. Yeah,
and look, I don't want to... I feel like we're beating a dead horse here, but I'm pretty sure Corey Bell, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, I think he had about 98 metres at half-time when we checked it, which would mean he made maybe about 20 metres from fullback in that second half. That's just not good enough. Let's just like, we'll just say it. It's just not good enough from fullback. 20 metres or so. Like, it's just not good. When you look at the possession stats, 67% of the possession the Pirates had. He should be making more metres than that. Like, it wasn't a good enough performance from Corey Bell at fullback. I think on the wing, he was probably one of the Pirates' best players in that first half, but he's just not a fullback at the moment, especially when you have a guy like Jacob Morrison. In a world where Jacob Morrison wasn't at the club, sure, Corey Bell, that's fine. But not at this stage, I don't think, personally.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, Lachlan. I think that they had 56% possession at halftime as well. So their possession went up from being at halftime with 56. So if Corey Bell's, he should be getting more of the ball, not 20 metres. That's pretty poor from the fullback. He should really get himself involved. When you have that much possession, it's pretty poor stuff, let's be honest.
I couldn't agree more. Anyways, what a game this ended up being. The Pirates, they survive. I think their experience got them home in the end. Thank you so much, Liam, for joining me. I've been your host, Lachlan, and we'll be seeing you all later. Peace.